I think that sounds like a complicated recipe, and I believe that the future in the news business is being indispensable to some group of loyal readers, and that can be a small group or it can be a large group. But rather than try and do a little bit of everything, I think publishers and journalists need to focus on what they can excel at. And I don't think, at The Information, we publish around 2 articles a day. We are incredibly low volume. Someone joked earlier that we're the most expensive per article cost on the market. But I think what that means is we hold those articles to a very high bar, and that's valuable to our subscribers because they aren't looking to us for everything else because they're getting that in a million ways. So this is a comment many have mentioned earlier, but that original, indispensable perspective, for us it's covering the business world through the lens of technology. That's the key ingredient more than a particular recipe, I believe. I think it's very interesting. Where I thought you might be going with that, Andrew, is also with so much news, you need to personalize it and get it to the right people. There's a sentiment in the industry that we need to be where our readers are. And while I don't disagree with that, I think it's more important that we be so good that our readers come to us, and that brand can absolutely exist in today's day and age. And while some people may not be typing in www, we are still building relationships with brands. For The Information, we email out our stories, so our subscribers are letting us into their inbox. And so one solution to the fact that it's hard for us to fish for the right reader is for us to build a kind of brand where those readers will still come to us. A lot of evidence millennials do pay for news, actually. So there was a recent study that came out maybe a couple weeks ago, and it was even about 30%. It was much higher than what I thought, even anecdotally, and what we see at The Information, where we have a big cohort of subscribers who are up-and-coming entrepreneurs in their 20s. So as an industry, I don't think we should go in with that assumption. The same was true as a publication based in Silicon Valley. People thought, people will never pay for that. They're the techies who can figure out how to bypass anything with cookies. But again, because for most people, the calculus to pay or not is this valuable? Is this something I don't want to miss out on? And millennials are paying, and I think they'll pay a lot more. Mine is to create journalism worth paying for. And I distinguish between, that's not charge for journalism. I think it's more the mentality that has to go into it. Even if because of your business and reality you don't believe you can charge today, I think we all have to go into it with what we could charge for, because even if we're not asking readers to pay with their wallets today, they're paying with their time and attention, and that's the big battle, competing with Instagram or whatever else is on their phone. So that would be mine.